Morning. It's 7:08. It is the Plan B Morning Show. Brock, Hunter,
Morning. What's up?
and we're back. Make sure you join us. We are streaming live now on Twitch. Find us on the WIRX Facebook page. And make sure you head over to YouTube, the Plan B Morning Show YouTube page. Subscribe to that for web-exclusive content, including Discover New Music, the After Show podcast, all that good stuff. So it's out there.
All the stuff. It's on right
Bing,
there.
bang, bang. Bing, bang, bang. It's on there right there. You know it. Anything you'd like to start us off with before we get to morning dump?
Why do you say that? Like, because I'm smiling? Or
because
I look like I have something mischievous to say. Or,
you look like you're up to no good. That's what it looks like. It looks like
that's just this dome.
That's just that face.
Yeah, you've seen my pictures as a kid.
It's true.
Looking back at the camera with this creepy ass smile. What is this?
Horrifying baby, and then very mischievous as a child for sure.
Dennis the Menace.
Yeah,
for sure. Or have you seen the movie Problem Child?
Oh, are you kidding me? Of course I have. Yeah.
That kid in that movie.
Oh, awful. Just the worst.
Just a terrible child.
Just the worst. But that was you. That was you, wasn't it? Yeah.
I shaped up a little bit. It took some time.
Did you?
I think I did a little bit.
I've known you for 7 years, and I really still feel like you're
I still have a few tricks up my sleeve for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Like you still you cause more problems than I think.
I keep saying this. I had a shirt that my parents got me that said Ivan the Terrible. That's no joke.
Yep.
And I wore that around. They're like, well, why does he have Ivan the Terrible? He's a terrible kid.
So people knew. So
it's like a warning sign.
Yeah. Stay away from this guy.
Shin. He will.
Yeah, he will bite you. He's a shin biter. Anyway, well, yes, I feel like you're up to no good, but maybe not. Good morning. Good morning, Scott. Brad said, "Morning, boys. Let's see that deep voice. You want to see it or you want to hear it?"
We've already gone through.
Swing low,
sweet tiny little peanuts in your pants. We'll never get you that low.
Me, I got big old swinging clackers, big old meaty clackers down there. You want to see?
You know, real quick on that. Big balls. Nobody wants. Why would you want that? What, big swinging
medium-sized balls,
melons between your legs? That would be a hassle. That would be terrible.
Like, what do you think is? I mean, what's the comfortable size?
That guy's balls are. He's got the balls of a. I'm like, that's not good.
Look at the balls on that guy.
Poor guy.
Okay, what's too big? What's too big? Obviously, what's too small? Grape? Is a grape too small? Like grape-sized testicles?
Grape is probably the closest to. What are the ones? What are the nuts that actually look like? What are the walnuts? The big ones like that nobody eats?
Walnut?
God, I hate those.
Walnut. Yeah.
The mixed nuts, the big ones.
In the mixed nuts. Yeah, but when they're full though, like a walnut size, that's probably a pretty good. Well, here, let me look. This is strictly. I'm just.
How are you going to look this up? What?
I'm going to keep it.
What you're going to type in? Say out loud because I'm interested.
Ideal testicle size. Testicle size.
Ideal. What?
All right, and look, I got an answer.
No, this is ridiculous.
Most adult males have 2 testicles, and each typically measure around 4 by 3 by 2 centimeters. However, testicle size can vary. It also is common to have one testicle that is smaller than the other. I think my right one is a little smaller than my left one.
Yeah,
I think so.
Great.
What?
No, why would you need to know that? Nobody needs to know that.
I think if I had maybe like an orange size, I think I could.
I can make them orange size. I'll kick them. I'll blow up the orange size. That's for sure.
Oh, hey, swelling.
If you want a quick story, this is a terrible story. But in football in high school, my buddy Paul, a few years older than I was, great running back, right? Playing Dowajak, and he gets one of his step down. Keeps playing through it. Ooh. We get on the bus afterwards, and he's in the back of the bus, and he's like, "Hey guys," he's like, "Is this all right?" And he just kind of pops it out the bottom of his shorts. Ah! I'm telling you, everybody, it was like a scary movie. Ah!
Yeah,
dude, get him off the bus. Get him to the hospital. Like, I'm telling you,
we all know.
Like, put your fist up. Oh, well, your tiny ass little fist. No, that's.
How about that? That's that good enough for you?
But a big fist. I'm telling you, it was scary, dude.
Yeah, I don't think if it gets grapefruit size or anything like that, that's healthy.
No,
that's healthy.
That's something's going on in there. You need to go get that looked at.
I think if you had orange-sized testicles, that's as big as you want to go. Orange size.
Orange?
Yeah, so I'm saying, like, if you just had them naturally, I think orange size, like what? Like that? Okay, so how big is an orange? Let me just look that up.
Dude,
Circumference
orange?
of
How are you
a
sitting
orange.
down? What are you doing? Are you just
You gotta spread it out. The circumference
orange
of an
is
orange
way
is-
too
hold
big,
on.
bro.
Wait, that's 9.4 inches. Okay. So what's like a plum? A plum?
No,
maybe?
a plum is still
I'm
way
just
too
saying
big.
it's good to have, meaty clackers.
It's a
You gotta have those
conversation
things.
I've never had. I never thought I was going to have.
You know what terrifies me? Testicular torsion. You ever heard about that?
Yeah, where they flip around?
Where your nuts, your testicles, left goes right, right goes
Yeah,
left.
that happened to a buddy of mine in middle school.
Why do all your buddies hurt their testicles?
I don't know. Maybe he was torquing on it. I have no idea, but it happened, and he had to
You
leave.
just came at us with 2 real quick testicle stories
Hey,
of people that you know.
I got more. I got a
Jesus.
whole pocket full of what?
I got a holy pocket full of testicle stories. Anyway,
I'm just saying. Yeah, you're aiming way too at orange.
I think
bro.
orange is probably okay. Hold on.
I'm
can't believe
talking
should
like
I
a
clear-
super
I'm-
ball, like a super ball.
That bouncy too.
Yeah.
That's dangerous while you're
Those
running.
noises
That's
in it.
dangerous while you're
Yeah,
running.
you went straight like pool ball size, too. That's
Okay, what about that?
That's
Pool
way
ball,
too
that's
big.
Smaller. That's smaller
even
than
bumper
an
pool.
orange.
Even bumper pool is too big.
So here, I'm just gonna tell me when to stop. All right, tell me when to stop. We're gonna start. Okay. Right.
You going
That's
bigger
fine.
or smaller?
I'm going bigger.
Well,
I'm
stop.
Going bigger. So, no.
Stop.
Just no. What would be like? Would you get like? If
Ideal.
you're
Stop. Stop right there. What do you? No. Why are you looking through it like that?
this big?
Dude,
Jesus.
you've been on the farm. You've been looking at pig nuts or something too
You
long.
got those actually pigs, like they do get big ones, but you'll get a ram with some big old meaty clackers.
You're way too nonchalant talking about that. That makes me uncomfortable.
I've seen a lot of testicles in my day. All right.
All right, what do we got here? We got something going on?
Brad said this is the most crazy thing you guys have ever talked about. It's up there. It's up there. It's top 3. It's top 3 for sure.
Hey, this guy won't hit the damn button. He just keeps going with it. I'm trying to move on.
Let's do it.
Sweaty.
It's time for. Well, I hope your balls aren't getting your big meaty balls.
Damn it!
Stick to your leg. It's time for your morning dump.
Jesus.
As always, your morning dump brought to you by Pump
That
Septic. Clean your septic today with Pump That Septic. Call them 269-445-77.
77.
Or visit pumpthatseptic.com. Yeah, pump it. Pump it, pump it, pump it, pump it. All right, let's get into it. A major debate sweeping the web. After opening ketchup, do you leave it out at room temperature or do you put it in the fridge?
Put it in the fridge.
Right?
I think that's what everybody does, right? But you know what's weird? You don't have to.
Well, so, okay.
I don't think I knew that. And there's a lot of other, what do you call them? Condiments that you shouldn't have to put in the fridge, and you don't have to.
Mayo is definitely one you should put in the fridge. You just put that one in. You don't want that at room temperature. So now here, I bring this up because there's been this huge debate going on, and Heinz in their UK division,
they're settling it.
They settled it. They said that you should put it in the fridge. FYI, ketchup goes in the fridge. That is the tweet that they put out there. And people were going back, well, they don't like cold ketchup. It doesn't have to. For me, any food you should put in the fridge, right? I even put my mustard in the fridge because I feel like it's just sitting out. Here's the main reason I bring this up. I don't care what you do with ketchup, but you know what bothers me with all of this? Okay. So Heinz comes out and says, okay, put the ketchup in the fridge. Okay. It'll last longer. It's better cold, yada, yada, yada. You go to that one burger joint that's been around for
the ketchup packets that have been sitting in the thing.
No, not the ketchup packets, those ketchup bottles that just sit on the
table.
Yeah,
on the table.
And you go there, that ketchup is warm. That ketchup is warm. No, in those plastic like the red plastic, you know what I'm talking about?
Okay, yeah, the squirt ones.
You can't tell me those are BPA free, right? And there's no way any of that is healthy.
You don't see as many of those anymore.
No, not anymore. The greasy spoons that have,
I think the people that come around that check your restaurant, they're like, okay, I think they clean those up. Like,
a lot of those restaurants had that D in the window. From,
C
plus. We got bumped up. We got
Yeah.
bumped up.
But hey, you know, if you think about it, ketchup packets you get, those are room temperature, and
Right? But
they're
those are sealed.
They're sealed.
So that's the thing. So I think for me, it's just anything I open that wasn't open before that has now been exposed to oxygen, I'm putting into the fridge. Like I just feel like
me
that's
too.
this.
Me too.
Right?
I feel safer. It just feels
Right.
better. I feel better about it. I feel,
Right.
like it's colder, so it's gonna last longer. It typically
I'm sure it does.
it's
too,
closer to freezing temperature, so it's gotta last longer, right?
Right.
But
Now,
it would be weird if somebody pulled the open ketchup out of the cupboard. I would be a little weary about that.
Yeah. I'd be like, okay, is that a new one? Because if it's not, give me the one that's in the fridge. I just feel like you gotta keep everything.
This is a bad analogy, but like when you cut your tomatoes, do you put them back in the pantry?
No,
you put them in the fridge.
You put them in the fridge. That's right. That's right. Hell, I keep them in the fridge the whole time. But good point.
Do you have a condiment that's not in the fridge?
Hot sauce. But I think you're supposed to put that.
I
in
have
the
hot
fridge
sauce,
too.
but it's in the fridge.
It's in the fridge.
Even steak sauce. We have extra steak sauce. What do you have steak sauce? Shut up. I get it. All right.
Oh, you pussy.
But I have extra, and I keep them in the pantry. And sometimes I use them not cold, which is fine, actually.
See,
that one doesn't bother me for some reason.
Anything with vinegar, but ketchup's, I don't know. I'm no Gordon Ramsay here. I'm just saying.
Here's the rule of my house. If you pop it, if the seal's popped, it goes in the fridge.
Goes right. I think that's it. That works.
Mm-hmm.
We have electricity. We can, we got running fridges.
Yeah.
Put it in the fridge. Weirdo. All right. No, but I just figured I'd let everyone know ketchup belongs in the fridge. Just keep that in mind. If you've ever wondered which country has the biggest boobs, a group of scientists actually decided to find out. According to world data, women in Norway, Iceland, and the UK and the U.S.
It's the U.S. and it's because of all the men.
So you want those bigger boobs or what?
No, they're just fat.
So that's what it is. Norway, Iceland, the UK. Oh, I get what you're saying. I thought you were saying the men got the ladies, but no, it's us men with our moves.
Man boobs.
So Norway, Iceland, the UK, and the US have the biggest cup size on average. The UN says those also happen to be the countries with the highest rates of obesity, proving cup size tends to be to match BMI. So you're absolutely right.
You know what's funny is when you say this story, when you originally say the biggest cups, everybody has this image of this beautiful person, right?
Right.
Like that's not why we're on top of the list. The image that is in your head is completely wrong right now.
That's actually a very good point.
A fact.
Because
that's a fact.
when I just read the headline for this, I'm like, all right, we're gonna talk about
exactly. What do you think? It's some Baywatch looking, like
a
country full of them. No,
Pamela Anderson, running down the beach. I'll be ready. That's the image I had in my mind when I saw the headline.
Until you realize, oh yeah, big people have big boobs.
Instead, you know what it is? It's people that ride the motorized scooters at Walmart. It's that. Very jowly. Yeah. It's a bunch of Jabba the Hutt. You're absolutely right, Hunter.
You're just wanted to clear the air here because I know exactly what we were all thinking.
For what it's worth, Cambodia, Vietnam, and Bangladesh were on the opposite side of the scale. A bunch of itty bitties over there. But
ironically, the skinniest countries in the world.
A little bit skinnier over there.
Huh. Funny.
I don't know. Do you have anything else on boobs?
Hey, you know what? They're all nice. All shapes and sizes and
sizes. All right, Sean Connery, you love boobs.
All shapes and sizes and
I love boobs. Shapes and sizes, boobs.
Yeah.
Lastly, this is cool, man. I like this story. A legit flying car has been approved by the FAA.
I love this because I love rubbing this in your face.
Could flying cars actually be a thing soon? One just got approved for testing by the FAA for the first time ever. A company called Aleph is behind it. People are excited because it takes off vertically like a helicopter. It looks like a car, so it's not just a helicopter that they're calling a car. They unveiled their Model A prototype last fall, and they've been taking pre-orders. They're expected to cost only $300,000.
Yeah, they're trying to keep it cheap. I mean,
I know
just
some
not
people
cheap,
say. Right, for sure. But dude, if you're thinking about a flying car at only $300,000, that's not bad. You'd think like a flying car would be like $1 million.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's what you would expect. But
Right?
everything. I mean, not everything's. Things have come down in price in tech like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Things are getting smaller, easier to make, more computing power. It's wild, dude. So first off, real quick before I forget, 2 years ago you said, "Not in our lifetime." You said that, and
Hey,
I
it
gave
still
it
hasn't
5 years,
happened
and
yet.
look where we're at. Look where it's already
Well, hey,
approved.
hey, no, it got approved for testing. So why don't you tone it down a little bit
No,
there,
I'm not
bud?
toning it
Huh?
down a little bit.
Huh?
I'm right.
Why don't you take a step back for a second?
Not in our lifetime.
So it's been approved for testing. Big shot. All
Yeah,
right.
I hope you get the last one, and I hope it's
I hope
janky.
that I hope someone's flying it around and one of those helicopter blades takes your head clean off your body. That's what I hope happens.
You know what?
But this is a big step, though,
This is a
Hunter. I
big
will
deal,
say.
dude. Could you imagine? Seriously, can you imagine?
I mean, it would be dope. You know what you know what I'm
Dude.
seriously interested in buying? You know what I'm seriously
Hmm.
interested in buying? It's on Marketplace right now. Some guy's got it for sale, and it's one of those like
It's the pterodactyl. It's the paramotor.
you saw it.
Yeah,
you saw it,
you
right?
sent it to you sent it to me, and I looked
was
at
it
it.
that
And
same
it's
one?
sold. I've looked at it again. Actually, a
Oh,
few days
damn
ago.
it!
There was a
Damn
guy at the
it.
Speedway in one, and I'm like, I wonder if that one's still on. No, it was sold. It was probably
It's sold.
him. I mean, but hey, legit though, think about this. It's already possible, which you don't have to have a pilot's license for.
Right.
I mean, which is kind of scary to think about.
Yeah, but if you're not getting up to like 30,000
Dude,
feet,
that guy was high. That guy was super high the other day.
How high was he though? Maybe
Like almost disappeared.
1,000, 5,000.
I'm trying to think. 400. I can fly my drone to 400 feet, and that thing is pretty much gone. You can't see it.
So maybe
This guy
he
was
only like,
probably up around 400 feet, 500 feet, maybe.
see, that's not that bad though. I could do
What do you
that.
mean not that bad?
I'd be okay with 400 feet.
400 feet is no different than 20,000 feet at that point. If you
What?
fall,
Oh, no.
you're dead.
Yeah, if you fall.
Actually, 20,000 feet's easier because you don't see the ground.
See,
If you feel like you're in heaven. At 400, you're looking down like, oh my God.
But I feel at 400 feet, I'm not going to build up that much speed if I do crash land. See, that's what
You're going to get to full speed. At 400 feet,
like
you're going to have time to think.
I feel like at 400 feet, I could ease that thing down. All right.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
no, I'm talking about just free fall. But
Well, yeah, if your motor, but if your motor dies on that thing, I feel like 400 feet.
yeah, you kind of just like a paper airplane.
Either way, you and I are gonna die.
You
for
know,
it.
it's so.
But
It
I'm just
wasn't that
saying.
much. It was like $3,000.
Okay, so I think you're thinking of a different one. I found another one that was only like $1,000.
Maybe it was.
It's only $1,000. Let me go to Marketplace.
$1,000 to die.
1,000. Hey, do you want to die? Here's $1,000. Hold on, let me go to Marketplace. I want to go to Marketplace quick.
It's not there. I already looked it up. It's gone.
Hang glider.
So anyway, we can get in a car soon. Why are you even looking up hang gliders? It's going to be in a car.
Well, let's start here first.
I don't want to die
Dude,
before this.
There's a plane for only $2,800 in Clintonville.
See, here's the thing, though. You got to get a pilot's license. That right there,
For that one,
$25,000. I've looked this up. It's really $27,000. It took this guy. He did a whole YouTube video from you and I talking right now. He started this video to him flying his own plane. And to get the pilot's license was like $27,000. And that included gas, that included school, everything. Flight time.
damn it, where is this thing?
But then you got to go buy a plane, dude.
I think with certain things, not with these though, not with like
Yeah,
I think with ultralights. With ultralights, you don't need them though. And maybe these cars will fall under the ultralight. I think it depends on how high they go.
You know, I
Right?
might want the pilot's license though. You remember when we got the boats, and we were like, yeah, we should probably get our boating license. We should learn about boating before we go out there. Kind of the same thing, but this is in the sky. This is a little bit different. I can't jump over and land in water. You know, like
that's my hang up with your whole and we're all going to be flying thing because most people can't handle cars. Okay,
how many times I got to tell you that you're not going to be flying. It's all automated.
Nah,
you're not touching anything. They're not going to let you touch anything. Period. They're not going to hand you keys to something.
You got to have some kind of control. What if the thing starts acting up? You got to fly it manually. You don't know what you're talking about.
You know what you're doing? You're jumping out. That's what you're doing.
Is that what you're doing? Are they all gonna?
That's what you're doing.
Maybe this.
They're not gonna let you touch it. Period. Sorry. You're not a pilot. I
but
bought a
it's
flying car.
it's different though. It's different because it's a cut. I don't know. I just feel like
different.
that's the thing up. So then everyone's gonna have to get pilot license.
No.
There's no way that's gonna work.
They're all gonna be automated.
But you still have to know how to You still got to have some semblance of how to fly. So you're gonna say anyone can just get in there.
It's like a drone, dude. It's a drone. I can literally throw the drone up, put the controller down, go inside, make something, and it'll land itself. It'll be fine.
Hear me out. Boom. Lightning bolt hits it. Short circuits everything. Well, everything's
you're dead regardless. Even if you grab the controls, what are you gonna do?
That's why I'm saying though, that's why I don't see these make any sense. And I think you got to be able to.
I think you're backpedaling. I think
what I'm saying is it doesn't make sense, and this isn't going to go through. And we're going back to my original argument. We're never going to have flying cars in general public. It's going to be the ultra rich. They're going to have their little drone cars, and that's what it's going to be. And you and I are going to be just buying big kites and trying to jump off the.
I already got my big kite. You know that.
You got your big stunt kite, right? That's as far as it's going to go. That's as far as it's going to go. Anyway. All right. Well, I think we've covered enough here. Let's go. We have accomplished nothing. It's your morning dump. We'll be back.
It's 7:30. That's good. Nothing in sports.
God, it's 7:29 already. Jesus. Pump that septic.
I'll be back.
You got a minute.
You have no idea what I was.
Robert Downey Jr. doing a commercial for online safety, like scammer safety. Weird. They must have paid him a lot. Here we go.
Come on, Iron Man.
Oh, good morning. 7:31 Rock Hunter. Jesus.
Hey, this is kind of sports related. I bought a new golf bag. It was. No, listen. Shut up. Shut up. Don't roll your eyes. What? Shut you and your 900 fishing rods. So I got a new golf bag, but it was. What's the word? It's almost too cheap.
Well, like the quality?
No. Price. I bought it offline.
So
I got a receipt. I got a confirmation email. I got a confirmation number, an order number, everything. But the more days that go by, I'm like, that was really cheap.
You bought stolen goods.
Well, they said they had like a 10 in stock.
Sure.
And it is a last year's model bag.
10 in stock that fell off the back of the truck. Is that what it is?
From Toretto.
Right there. Yeah.
But am I going to get it is my question.
Oh, so you haven't gotten it yet. Okay, no, you got scammed.
No, don't stop that. Why did I ask you this question?
For sure. Some guy in Nigeria has your money right now. That's what it's at.
Check my bank. So I keep checking my bank.
You might want to. You might want to. Do you put in all the info?
Well, you know what I did? I put it on my other card, the one that doesn't. It's like my vacation card. I'll put money on.
Gotcha. Yeah, watch your credit score over the next couple months. There, you might want to look at it.
I want this bag too.
Yep,
couldn't believe how cheap it was.
Usually, when it's too good to be true, it's too good to be true.
What if it comes?
That's what it is.
What if somebody out there has a good heart and they're like, "Hey, we're gonna sell this bag for really cheap."
Okay, Here's a question. Where did you see the ad?
I didn't see the ad, so I looked it up. It was on so I Googled it, and it was one of the first Google shopping things, they pop up.
Did it have the little green check mark?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Because that means it's a safe website.
If
it
I
had
probably
the
should
little
look
green...
it up again. Log Hay. That's what
The
it was.
website's
Log
good.
Hay. Look it up. Look up Log Hay.
Come
I'm
on,
not
doing
doing
it on mine. No, man, no. All right, so Log Hay. How do you spell that?
Logajay.
Nothing came up. Something did come up. Scam Advisor.
No, stop.
Check unique.loghay.shop with our free review tool. Is that what it was?
Yeah, try that one.
It's on Scam Advisor. True reviews because
I gotta check my bank account.
Loghay.shop. Scammer not updated. YouTube. Okay. I think you got ripped off.
You know what? Let's get through sports real quick because I gotta get to my log into my bank.
Pretty sure your stuff is out there now. All right. It's time for sports. Let's get through it quick so Hunter can check his credit score.
Right. Oh God. That's not good.
As always, sports brought to you by Bud Distributing.
Hey, Bud.
Bud Distributing, getting you stocked up with delicious Bud Light, Tall, Cool, Budweiser. Other great products like Good Boy Vodka Seltzer. Mm-hmm. Every pour helps a pup, and Michelob Ultra. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Hey, Bud, and remember to drink wiser.
I don't have a golf bag to stuff those beers with. Damn it. Anyway, hey, let's go. You want some scores from last night, or you just want to get me to get into some stories here?
Why don't you do the Olympic story? That's
Olympics.
What we're going to talk about.
Here we go. People attending the Summer Olympics in Paris next year won't be able to sample the country's wines, the fine wines, while watching the world-class athletes compete. That's right. France has had a law on the books since 1991 that bans alcohol inside sporting venues. And while Olympic organizers were expected to apply and be granted an exception for the games, they've decided to put their foot down and not do so. There will be no wine. There will be nothing. No alcohol.
The French are the worst.
Boxing, any of it. Nothing in the Olympics. There will be no booze. This is a dry country. What? Why?
That's pretty ballsy for a country that drinks as much wine and smokes as many cigarettes as France does.
You know what really just pisses me off? And this goes to small town things, to the country, to the world. Is when people cut things short. It's like yesterday's example. We have a water park, but we're not going to put water in it. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
This is what we're all here for. We can be, yes, there's a few people that get a little bit out of hand, but just get some security around. We'll all take care of it. We'll help you. But don't ban it for everybody.
Right.
What are you doing?
Don't ban it for the people that want to have fun and can be responsible with it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
It just blows my mind sometimes. It's like some venues where there's going to be no alcohol at this concert. Why? Why have the concert?
Yep.
Are you trying not to sell tickets? Sometimes the way we live our lives and the rules around it are just absolutely.
Hey, it's a nice sandy, sunny beach you got there. It'd be a shame if someone brought booze to it.
Oh my God. Get me started.
Yeah, I just don't understand.
I
don't get it. And again, we're not saying that we're promoting, binge drinking or alcoholism.
Not at all.
Like that.
No.
But if I'm watching a football game, I'm going to want a beer in my hand. If I'm watching a NASCAR race, let me have a beer.
Here's what's going to happen. People are going to find a way to do it. They're going to sneak around and they're going to find a way to do it. Causes more problems.
Yep.
People are a lot more sketchy. It's like the kid. It's like if you don't let your kid do a certain amount of, you just can't do anything. He's going to rebel.
Yeah.
The kid's going to rebel.
Like the Catholic schoolgirl. Once she gets to college, it's lights out. It's lights out.
It's like Brock, all right? His parents didn't let him do anything. Look at him now.
Look at me now. I'm a dirtbag.
He's just a dirtbag. Riddled with
tattoos.
I'm a
piece of trash. That's what it was. All too many rules. And I just went the opposite way.
It's a good analogy.
Great analogy. Great analogy. I appreciate you bringing me as part of the story. But actually, all joking aside, you're right, though. What they'll do is they'll pound it hard on the way, they'll get smashed before they go.
Yeah,
and
it
they'll be
promotes
just
what it does.
yeah.
It promotes binge drinking.
Yeah, it promotes and sneaking alcohol in and everything like that.
Right. We got to pound them in the parking lot.
And what, do you not like money? Do you not like
blows my mind
making more money? Like, again, it pisses me off that I got to buy a $10 beer, but I'm going to do it.
It's like when they opened the weed gates up here, up in Michigan.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't like it until you started getting money, and then you started to realize, oh my God, we are getting a lot of money from this.
Yeah, just so people get a little high on a Friday night. Jesus.
It's crazy. You're right, though, about the money thing. Aren't
you
charging like $16 a beer?
Yeah.
Like,
and people will buy it.
People buy it.
So what are you doing? Okay, enjoy not making more money, idiots.
Yeah.
Stupid French. You know what? The French, they're the worst. They're just the worst. You know what?
I'm gonna go a little step further. The Olympics are kind of going downhill, in my opinion.
I think people are losing interest. They are, because
Seriously.
it's that nothing has changed. They haven't really updated the games all that much.
No.
It's all this.
Some of the new rules and regulations, and just
they need to spice it up a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying make it a free for all, but
the announcers are terrible.
Yeah. Bob Costas is okay. He did well when his eye was all swollen, right? You know, he did
oh yeah.
When he had pink eye or whatever.
I don't know,
Bob.
Bob Costas has a great voice. Yes, he does.
Right.
But when he's in the golf thing, he's like the voice of golf. But it's almost too, like, he's almost leaning into it too much. He talks a little too slow, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a little robot-y.
He's in he voices one of the announcers in Cars too, just an FYI. If you've seen Cars recently. I have 97 times in the last 4 days. So
I still think we need an AI John Madden. Do the AI bot thing where it mimics the voice, does it perfectly. They're doing it with the Arnold right now.
Yeah. That'd be pretty sweet.
Bring him back. Hey, here's the guy.
Boom. Is that kind of creepy though? I mean,
I think you just get used to it. That guy's dead. That's not really John Madden, but hey, love hearing his voice.
Maybe just have him come in like it's the little John Madden color commentary, not the whole thing. And now we go to the ghost of John Madden.
Hey,
here's the guy.
Here's the guy when it comes down and he catches the ball.
I'm up here with Jesus. Boom.
Anyway, hey, you got one story in sports this morning. There's not much going on. There's some scores, baseball, big scores, but there you go.
Good enough for me. Sports brought to you by Bud Distributing.
Hey, Bud.
We'll be back. All right. It's 7:41. Should I do a quick song? Not that it matters.
Yeah, do a quick song.
I got a short one I can do.
Coming down there for a second.
Dude, that fucking one thunder crack. Holy shit.
It was weird. It was like bright. It wasn't like dark and cloudy. It was raining hard and it was bright out. It was weird. Thundering. Really is just a weird thing. If you think about it. Just lightning and thunder, dude. Like
the fact that it's
just we're used to it, but like, dude,
isn't it just protons and neutrons that like electrically charged rubbing together? That's all it is, isn't it?
I mean, yeah, there's some definite science to it. I'm not going to try to pretend my way through this one, but yeah, it's kind of weird, man. I've had lightning strike right in front of me, dude, and I
haven't had one right in front of me, but I've had one close. That's enough to make my butthole pucker.
Dude, it's flashbang. Like you wake up from it. Like it's wild, dude. Boom! I mean, it's white. Boom. It's like you almost react to it afterwards. Because it's so fast.
You're gonna be slower than that lightning bolt. Lightning bolt. Lightning bolt.
The time it was my brother Amanda and I, and by the time my brother and I woke up from the flashbang, because that's what it was.
Yeah.
We all both looked in the middle because that's where Amanda was standing. Dude, she was already in the house. Like smoke on the ground. She was gone, dude. I've never seen somebody move that fast. Especially her.
You don't want to stick around for that.
Oh my God.
Number 2, right?
2 times I've been flashbanged. That time, and one time I was bouncing one of those huge balls in Walmart, those blow-up balls. Boom! And that thing blew up. I'm serious, dude. I woke up looking around with everybody. I was like 7 years old. Everybody looking at me in the store, and I just started crying.
Did it like throw you backwards?
Dude, I swear to God, I woke like in the video game Call of Duty when you get flashbanged and then everything kind of comes back and it's exactly what it was, dude. And I woke up and started looking at everybody, and everybody's looking at me, and I just started crying.
You're probably embarrassed because you made a fool of yourself.
It was loud. Kaboom! That thing was pumped to the max, dude.
Some guy at the factory did that on purpose. He's like, one day some kid's I'm not gonna be there. But some kid's gonna be positive saying, boom!
Oh, geez, man. If CJ's watching this, he'd remember. He was there too.
Do you remember what store it was at? Was it at Walmart?
Pretty sure it was the Walmart. It's Benton Harbor Walmart. Ding, ding, boom.
Been there. Loving. All right, we got a minute 20. 1 second.
Yeah, what's the topic?
What food can't you eat because of its texture?
Mm-hmm.
What I got. All right, here we go. Well, good morning. 7:46. It's the Plan B Morning Show back.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, mega. Don't forget, we are streaming. Find us on Twitch, Facebook, the Plan B Morning Show YouTube page. Make sure you subscribe to that for bonus content from the Plan B Morning Show. Right now, it's time for your topic of the day, brought to you by Sports 44. Try Sports 44 first for sporting gear, shoes, clothes, school spirit wear, equipment, and more. Located at 2605 South Cleveland Avenue in St. Joe. Sports 44 Sporting Goods.
It's a great place, man. It really is.
Great place. Awesome place. Your topic for today. What's a food you can't eat due to its texture? And a lot of people, texture is a very important component of your food. And if something doesn't feel right in the mouth, doesn't have a good mouth feel, sometimes you can't stand it.
Got an answer right off the bat. I got a few answers.
All right, go for it.
Not necessarily coconut. I like coconut, but it's the shavings that you put on. The coconut shavings that you put on things. It just drives me nuts. Why do people eat that? That is, you can't chew it.
It's very flaky,
dry, flaky. It like sticks in your mouth.
Yeah. Right.
Stop putting coconut shavings on things. What are you doing?
There was a place in Madison, and it was called Mound's Pet Food Warehouse, right? And this whole big thing was, don't forget your free Mound's candy bar. So you'd go in there, and then every time you made don't forget your free Mound's candy bar. That's what he do. So they do the full commercial, and that was the big thing. So when you'd go in, you'd buy stuff, you'd get a free Mound's. And there was always a part of me, I'm like, you picked like the worst, like this is the worst candy to give away. No one wants the coconut candy.
We got Almond Joy, we got Mounds, and Three Musketeers.
Three
Gross.
Musketeers is the best one out of that right
That's
there,
gross.
and that's saying much. That's not saying much.
Milky
Okay,
Ways.
so coconut shavings. Any other
Yeah,
textured
Jello.
food?
Space food.
Oh,
What
good
is
answer.
Jello? Why do people love Jello? You know, I had Jello shots for everybody. They're only $1 for a reason.
Yeah.
It's space food. Why Jello? It's so weird. It's
Yeah, I
jiggly,
don't go
like
crazy.
it's like plasticky, rubbery gelatin.
Yep.
It's gross. It's like a petri dish thing or something. It's like you should be growing stuff on that. Like what? Why are you eating that?
What and then too, let's kick it up a notch. You always have that one aunt that makes that like Jello casserole that she brings,
Gross.
and they put the whipped cream on top, and then it's got like whole chunks of fruit in there.
Yeah, isn't that like
I ain't
fruitcake
doing
or
that.
something kind of like that?
No,
Like
that's different. Fruitcake is, but
Fruitcake's
it's like
different?
like a Jello cake.
The Jello.
Like Jello.
cake.
They put it in that mold, and then they flip
It's
it
that
over.
round thing. It's the round one,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. You could do it like that. I mean, you can put Jello fits whatever container it's in,
Ah,
right? That's the whole thing with
very
Jello.
true.
But yeah,
Wait, what are you guys doing with Jello?
I think
Because it's
you know what
fun and it
is?
jiggles around and
For kids. Remember when you were a kid,
Bro.
you get the Jello and it was wobbly and it was fun. It's a fun food. But then as an adult, you're like, I'm not eating that.
Yeah, I feel like I should be on the moon every time I take a Jello
Right.
shot. I'm like, this is for astronauts or something. That's
right.
Not even astronauts. You shouldn't be eating this. It's weird. Trying to think of
and you do that thing where you squeeze it through your teeth too, where you can do that. That's
gross.
pretty good.
You know, I always look like a moron trying to get a Jello shot out too. You're just tonguing it.
I put my finger in
and
it.
You start twisting it to try to. It's just.
I do the finger. I
birds.
finger my Jello shot and then I do it because otherwise, you just sit there.
Gross.
It's weird.
Sushi. I'm not even gonna go on that rant. You guys already know that.
Now, is that you don't like the flavor or you don't like
everything
the
about
texture
it?
of
It's
sushi?
seaweed.
Everything about it.
Seaweed. It's white rice, the worst rice.
You don't have to have seaweed on it. Is it the seaweed that bothers you?
It's the raw meat. It's everything in it. Everything.
God, I love like you get like
terrible
sashimi, that fresh cut of like tuna. Oh God, is that good? Soy sauce, wasabi, love it.
Yeah, at the grocery store, I walk right by that section. I don't even peek over there.
You're not refined enough.
Oh, right.
You and your peasant palate.
Trying to think
anything
of
else?
Something else. There's
I mean, we got a lot of answers, so don't kill yourself
go ahead.
on this
Go ahead
one.
with the answers.
For me, I'll do mine real quick. Applesauce.
Oh, it's kind of an interesting one. You said that yesterday.
Don't get me wrong. I like apples, but when you puree it down, especially too if it's like a homemade applesauce, it's really gritty.
I
on
love
the
applesauce, especially with cinnamon in it.
Like right now, I'm just thinking like a bowl of applesauce, and no, thank you. And the daughter loves it. My daughter loves applesauce. Kids go nuts for applesauce, and she's got these things like little pouches, and they're really tasty. Like there's an apple strawberry one, and it's effing delicious. But I almost can't get over the texture because I know how an apple's supposed to be. Like an apple,
mushed up apple,
right?
I love it, man. I love. You're right. It is a little. I feel like I shouldn't have teeth eating it.
Right. It's just got a weird mouthfeel for me. So.
Damn, it's good. I always forget about it too. And when we get applesauce, it's gone.
Yeah. Like I said, those little there's like these brain pouches, and they got apple and omegas and everything. And there's that strawberry apple one.
How about pudding?
No, pudding doesn't bother me.
Not as much as Jello. But I'm not gonna say I love the texture of it.
What about the
tapioca? The ones that have the bubbles in it.
The little bits in there, whatever it's in there,
like the little bubbles.
I love the flavor of tapioca pudding, but you're right. You got something smooth like that shouldn't have grittiness to it. Right? I shouldn't be eating going, that was kind of crunchy.
And I'm going to end it with anything nuts. Anything that has nuts in it that shouldn't have it, like cookies and ice cream. And
I'm going to put one on my list, crunchy peanut butter. I hate the texture of crunchy peanut butter. Yeah. It's smooth and crunchy. That's not, they're opposing things.
I don't know why that's an exception for me.
Right?
Because everything else around that is pointing towards no, you shouldn't like that. But I do. I like crunchy peanut butter.
You shouldn't have creamy with crunch in it. Like it's conflicting.
Maybe for me, it's because it's both the same.
Yeah.
It's not like
chocolate I get you.
with peanuts in it. You know what I'm saying?
I get what.
It's the same.
It's the same thing. It's peanut and peanut.
Right,
I get what you're saying. Okay, that makes sense. We got some answers on Facebook. What food can't you eat due to its texture? Robert said grits. I think I've had grits maybe like 3 times.
Maybe once. I couldn't
like
even tell you.
Legit grits. Yeah.
Couldn't even tell you what it really is. Is it like oatmeal kind of? Is it kind of like oatmeal?
Kind of, and it's kind of like a cream of wheat, but it's different. I'm probably gonna offend someone from the South who loves the grits. But yeah, I think maybe once or twice, maybe 3 times in my life I've had grits. But Tony had a good answer. Oysters. See, now I love oysters. Oysters with hot sauce, delicious. But a lot of people can't handle that. You know.
All right.
What are you doing?
Lights just turned off.
Why are your lights off?
I don't know.
Did you lose power?
Yeah, I'm still on, right? I'm still going.
You're trying to set the mood. I mentioned oysters. Oysters. You think we're getting
the lights went off when you said oysters.
We're about to do it. Oh yeah. Have these oysters there.
Straight Barry White, baby.
Good Lord. Put your pants back on. Let's see. Yeah, oysters was a real big major answer. Ooh, Matt had a good answer. He said sushi along with that, but also tofu. Tofu is a weird.
It's weird. Food. It is weird. You get to, it's like fake.
Yeah,
it's fake meat.
You you bite it and it's like weird. Squeaky. It's good answer. And
what about scallops?
That is an interest. I love
super
scallops.
Expensive.
I love scallops. You give me scallops like buttered up like pan fried scallops, delicious. But you're right though; they do kind of have a rubbery
kind of.
Yeah,
you know, there's times where I eat scallops. I'm like, is this really as good as it costs? Yeah. You know, scallops would be a good one.
Kind of an interesting texture to it.
Tofu,
you get a little chewy. But yeah, tofu, and then you got like soft tofu. You got extra firm tofu.
Yeah.
Let's see. Jesse said cottage cheese. I think that's probably a pretty popular answer.
That's got to be you know what? It is weird, but I kind of like it.
I love cottage cheese. You know what I love cottage cheese? Like if I'm eating like something hot, like a hot meat, or like I like mixing my cottage cheese, the cold consistency of the cottage cheese.
Only time I would ever eat it would be Pizza Hut. They used to have the salad buffet. Please bring that back if you're listening. God. But they would have the cottage cheese there, and I'd always get a little bit and put it in the corner, and I would always get like two spoons of it. And I'm like, I kind of like it, but I'm not going to sit here and just devour it.
Right.
You know?
See me, I can eat like a tub of cottage cheese. You know what I'll put in it? Either hot sauce or my sweet Thai chili sauce in there. Oh, it's good. It's good.
What about beets?
I love beets. But it does have it's kind of a gritty consistency when you bite a beet.
I don't know if I've ever eaten a beet.
Really?
A beet. I don't think I have.
Kiki makes really good pickled beets. Delicious. I'll bring a can over.
I don't trust anything from your pantry.
You know what?
You don't have a good reputation.
You're going to eat the beets and you're going to like them, all right? My wife made them for you.
Eat the beets.
Eat the beets.
Beat it.
Chuck said, y'all tiptoeing around it, so here it is, balloon knots. Just throwing it out there. I'm just going to move on from it. What about Nikki's answer? She said cantaloupe or honeydew. Good answers. Cantaloupe, delicious. Honeydew, delicious. But it's got that weird kind of gritty, you know, when you bite
cantaloupe? What's cantaloupe? Orange?
That's that kind of light orange one.
Yep. Yeah. I like it.
It's got
everything about that.
Yeah.
It's good.
It's got that weird, like, kind of rough rind.
What about zucchini? How about zucchini because of the seeds in it?
Nah, see, that doesn't bother me. That consistency, the texture doesn't bother me. Let's see. Scott said Brussels sprouts. Patrick said raw tomatoes. Angela had hummus. That's an interesting one.
That's a good answer.
Hummus.
I like hummus, but I'm not sure if I like hummus. That's kind of a weird answer, but every time I eat it once, I'm like, ooh, this is good. And then after a while, I'm like, it's kind of mushy.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like the texture, but it tastes good.
Yeah, again, it goes into anything that's a solid that you puree into a liquid or like a dip.
I was very weary to try hummus for the first time. And it wasn't that long.
Hummus is delicious. Yeah, it's delicious. You get like a roasted red pepper hummus or just the garlic hummus. Delicious. But
how about this one? It goes along with the hummus one is the spin dip, the spinach dip.
Good answer.
It's great. I love it. It's so good. But I don't know if I like the stringiness of some of the spinach in there.
So what you like is the melted cream cheese.
Right, exactly.
That's what
the cheese part.
I like the melted cream cheese part.
It's
But you
basically
put that
nachos at
vegetable in
point,
it.
right?
But you are right though. Like the spinach artichoke dip, you
Yeah.
can, especially like some of the you got some restaurants that do handmade. We make this fresh.
I mean,
every
it's
day.
good. I'm not saying
It's
taking it.
good.
It's great.
But you get that long piece of spinach or that thick artichoke heart. It kind of like here's this nice smooth dip, and then all of a sudden something a little
the
a little
artichoke
thick
part
in there.
too. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
like, do
right.
I like that part?
No, we just
Sure.
like the melted cream cheese. You fatty. Actually, here you're getting fatter. Tim said anything burnt. Jenny said
we had
what?
steak last night, and like the tips, like the fat was a little
Yeah.
burnt. Oh, so good.
See, now some people like the burnt tips and everything like that, but like burnt toast, like that was a really weird texture. I'm not eating burnt toast, but it's I think might be part of
Like
it.
it on the edge.
Mushrooms was a big answer. Jeremy, Ben, Michelle all said mushrooms.
Definitely a great answer. That might be one of the best answers.
Raw mushrooms. Raw mushrooms, definitely different than like a sauteed mushroom.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Who's eating raw mushroom?
Oh, like in a nice vegetable tray with ranch, delicious.
Okay, yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying I'm just going outside.
I'm not,
you know,
I was gonna say, yeah. I started liking mushrooms later on in life.
Yep.
But you're right. You got to saute them, and they are still kind of weird. I'm gonna be honest with you. I like them, but it's still kind of a little weird.
It's a different consistency for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, I'm kind of hungry. Like I'm kind of hungry, but not hungry. I don't know. I have conflicting feelings right now. So definitely not eating coconut though.
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna take a break. We got more coming up. It's the Plan B Morning Show. Stick around. All right. Oh, sorry, I missed KT's. He said cheesecake. What about cheesecake, Hunter?
It's like one of the best things ever.
It's delicious, but the consistency, the texture is.
I could go cheesecake without the strawberry. Just give me just the
plain old classic
cheesecake.
Cheesecake.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from, but the better answer for that would be like pumpkin pie, maybe, or pumpkin, whatever it is.
Now I love pumpkin pie, but yeah, the texture is
kind of weird.
Anything that's kind of gritty.
Yeah, gritty and soft, and it's like, but yeah, pumpkin pie is good, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, I love pumpkin pie. Dude, my grandma usually get me a whole one by myself for Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
Put that down, but yeah, it's anything that's got kind of a grit to it,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, we're all done. Thanks everyone for watching. We appreciate it. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Get you into Friday. Get you into the long weekend.
Yeah.